Hello again. We are in Photoshop. Before starting, let me say you some things about this program. Photoshop is a product of Adobe company and they have several products in graphic and in video editing and so on. Uh, this Adobe Photoshop is the perfect program for graphic and working on some pictures, editing, creating some projects and so on. I'm using Adobe Photoshop CC 2015 and you can use any other version as you want. Also, at the moment I'm using Adobe Bridge for transfer our files to Photoshop. So first let me show you our files which we are going to work on them. Here we have some sculptures, also sky and a picture of Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia. We are going to work on these files and make a small poster. So let's go start. For creating a project, first we need to have a new page or a new file. For this, we click on File and create New. As you see, most of the submenu they have shortcuts that you can use on the keyboard. But I'm trying to use from the menu that you see what I'm going to do. So we click on New. We can use any size for our project, but as I say, this is a tutorial and we are not going to make a real poster. So I'm using smaller size as 1168 to 1700 and the resolution is 300. You can make this as 72 or 150 or 300, but 300 is good resolution and it's okay for normal projects. So let's go and start. Okay, we create our page. And now what we are going to do is selecting the bucket tool. Sometimes maybe you see here this logo as gradient tool. For changing this part, you just have to click on the triangle on the corner. And as you see, paint bucket tool, 3D material drop tool, or gradient. So we select the paint bucket tool and we make sure that our foreground is black color and click on it. So our background is changed to black color. So now we can go to start. So our background is ready for work. We are going to Adobe Bridge and select the sky picture. For start by dragging this to our Photoshop and do it. Oh, perfect. Just we have some small problem that's on the sides. We have blank places. For this, we can just drag and resize the picture, or we can change from width and height on the top sides. If you don't want to lose the proportion of your picture, you have to link them. It means that you link the width and height, and when you resize it, they grow up together. Or if it's not important for you, you can just drag and make it like this. Actually, in this sky picture, we don't need for proportion, but in some pictures as human or some objects, it's important to resize together. It means that width and height must grow up or making small together. That's why we have to just click on this link that we will link the width and height together. That's good. I'm leaving this sky picture something like this and I press enter. So this is our sky and now I'm going to import the city picture. I love this city. Tbilisi is one of the nicest cities in the world. Perfect. Our width is okay and height is not important at the moment. Okay, I take it and drag it downside of the picture and leave it. And for make it sure, we press enter. As you see, these layer names are same as our file names. But if you want to work easy and you can find the layers easy, it's better that you change the layer names. For example, I save it as sky. It's okay. And I change this layer name to just Tbilisi. Okay, it's easier to work with such names. And as you see on the side, I have the logo of each layer as big file. For this, if you want to work easy, you go to, let me show you one more time. As you see on this part, there's a menu, and we go to panel option, and we change it to big one or medium or small or none at all. Let's see what will happen if we do like this, and we change the thumbnail content to entire documents. As you see, the logos are smaller and it's showing that all the documents. Let's go to panel option and change this to bigger and layer bounds. Okay, it's easier to work like this. And as you see in the picture, we have something mixed at all, and we don't understand that we have a blue sky or red sky. It's some confusion on the picture, but we have to change it, and we'll see the magics of Photoshop. I'm sure that you are wondering that what I'm going to do and what will be the result of this project. So for this, let's first work on our sky. To change this, we need to make a layer mask on Tbilisi. For this, as you see, there's a logo, add layer mask. We click on this and be sure that our layer mask is active by clicking on this. By clicking, you're activating the layer mask, and we select the brush by clicking on brush logo, or from the keyboard you can just press B. As you see, brush tool, and there's writing B. That it means that you can click by keyboard. Let's select bigger brush as 124, and we are gonna start. We just move the brush and change everything that we have. As you see, the blue sky is going, and we have the red sky. I'm sure that is so interesting for you. Ouch. I destroyed the picture, but don't worry, you just changed the foreground and background color, and bam, everything is changed. I'm sure that this mask tool is so interesting for you also. Now we are in down parts, so I resize the brush size and zoom on the picture for work carefully. I don't need these mountains, so I just color them. I'm not working on details because it's just a tutorial and it's not a very important file, and so I'm not wasting much time in just showing you that how you have to work on this Photoshop and how to use these tools. As you see, these parts is hard to work. For this, I'm selecting this tool and try to select. As I said, I'm not going to work on details, so I'm trying to show you fast that how you have to select and color the small parts of projects. It's better like this. So again, we are going to select the brush tool and just color. And as you see, even if you come to downside, but still the color is just coloring the selected part. And now deselect. And let's zoom to see that what we did. Oh, nice. I think that is start to work, that we can see the change of our poster. If you attention, I keep the black horizontal line on the top. Didn't have this, and even now I can change this by clicking on our sky layer and pressing V or drag and move it to top. I can change anytime that I want. But I want to show you a tool and how to use this. So now we are creating a layer mask for the sky and activating. And from the side menu, we're selecting the gradient tool. At this part, we select second, and we are going to use this by dragging. And if you press the shift button, if you see, it's going to sides, but if I press shift, it's directly to a direction downside or 45-degree, also on the left or right on the 45. So let's see that what will change. Well, we can use, and if you use for second time or third time or more, it will repeat all the, as you see, but we don't need so much like this. I think that now is better. We have black sky, also red. It's nice looking and it's making effective the down parts. So we keep the sky like this. Also, as I said, we can just drag and move the sky to the top, and we don't use any gradients. But I rather to have something like this.